Assalamu alaikum 7th class. I hope you are fine and doing good. Students, today we are going to have an intro of the Yuan dynasty. This chapter is going to be in accordance with the previous chapter in which we read about the Genghis Khan and where we learned that Genghis Khan was the father of Mongol Empire. The Yuan dynasty was founded by Kublai Khan. Kublai Khan was the grandson of Genghis Khan, and he was the fifth great Khan or Khagan. Both carry the same meaning, Khan or Khagan. He was the fifth Khan of the Mongol Empire, and he reigned. Reign mean government from 1260 to 1294 AD. Kublai Khan also founded the Yuan dynasty in China when he conquered China in 1271 AD. He conquered China in 1271 and ruled as the first Yuan emperor until his death in 1294. Kublai Khan died in 1294 and his dynasty in China is known as the Yuan dynasty. You know, Yuan is the name of the currency of China, and this name came from the dynasty of Kublai Khan. Kublai Khan became the head of the tribe or the Khan after the death of his elder brother Monge Khan. He succeeded. Succeeded mean he came after his older brother. However, when he became the Khan, he had a younger brother who wanted to become Khan by himself. So Kublai Khan had to fight a war with his younger brother. Later on, he defeated the younger brother and killed him and became Khan by himself. When Kublai Khan defeated his younger brother and became the great Khan, though he became the great Khan and he defeated his brother, but it was an unfortunate event. If you remember, in last lesson we learned that Genghis Khan, he united the Mongol tribes because he thought that the unity of the tribes is very important. But in this case, when Kublai Khan and his younger brother, they fought war with each other, the tribes, they were divided, the unity was badly affected. So this was also a bad sign that the unity of the tribes, it started to be affected. And that Kublai Khan, his powers were limited to China and Mongolia. Though he was a great Khan, and at that time the Mongol Empire was like the largest empire in the world, but because of the disunity among the tribes, his powers were limited only to the areas of China and Mongolia. And during this time period, he faced little oppositions, and there were many people who wanted to become the great Khan. So Kublai Khan had to fight with them. He had to fight with all those contestants. Contestants mean all those people who wanted to become the great Khan. As a whole, the Mongol Empire reached from Pacific Ocean to the Black Sea, from Siberia to the present-day Afghanistan. Kublai Khan's government or empire came where present-day Afghanistan is. And if you divide the Earth's population at that time into the five groups, the one whole area at that time was under Mongol Empire. That is how much large the Mongol Empire was. In 1271 AD, Kublai Khan established the Yuan dynasty. which ruled over present-day Mongolia, China, Korea, and some adjacent means nearby areas, and finally became the Emperor of China. After fighting and conquering the areas like Mongolia, Korea, and other nearby areas, Kublai Khan finally became the Emperor of China. And then throughout that his life, he remained there until he died. He remained the Emperor of China. He later went on to defeat the Song dynasty of China. Before Kublai Khan, the dynasty that was present in China, it is called Song dynasty. Kublai Khan defeated that dynasty and he established Yuan dynasty there, and he became the Emperor of China and remained the Emperor of China until he died. Kublai Khan became the first non-native emperor of China. Non-native mean a person who was not born in China. Kublai Khan was the first person who came from some other country and some other area other than China and became the emperor of China. Before him, the people who ruled China, they belonged to the China. They were born there and they were bred there. Kublai Khan is buried in Mongolia. He is buried in Mongolia at the moment. He died and he was buried there. This is your written work. These are the important dates. This is the timeline of Kublai Khan. In 1260, he began his reign or his government. Then in 1264, Kublai Khan defeated his brother and became undisputed. Undisputed means now there was no doubt. Then 1271, he established the Yuan dynasty. He defeated the Song dynasty and established Yuan dynasty. In 1279, he became the first non-native emperor of entire China, and then in 1294, Kublai Khan died. Please make a neat and clean table of this timeline onto your notebook and learn these dates by heart. Thank you, students. Please read this page, and in case of any confusion or difficulty, please do let me know. Thank you. Students, since it is weekend, I am giving you these two questions. Who was Genghis Khan? Why is he an important person? And how was Genghis Khan pitiless? These two questions are for learning by heart. You have to learn these two questions by heart. Memorize them, please. So the previous chapter is properly revised and there is no loopholes in it. Kindly do this work and read the chapter of the Kublai Khan, and in case of any problem you can contact me and post your questions here. Thank you, students. Take care.